Alright, I don't know what really happened there. Notice. Not. No. I don't know. How can I get that out? Hello, Endol. Howdy. Oh, what's been going on? I don't know. I have to fix my stream setup. Oh, the test went well. I passed. So that's step 1 done. I just need to. I'm studying, or not studying, but setting up more. Python project, automation project. This is a network scanner. I want to put in this WAD. Let me put it. Don't have the in. But this is this part is programmed in firmware, but I want to. We have the ability to be able to put in Python. So I've been thinking in regards to hacking. What can I learn from that? And okay, cool. I'll set up the. Oh, yeah, I'll set up some hacking tools on the watch. So that's been cool. And being able to. Yeah, let me try that. Battery death. So yeah, it's cool. I think what I want to do is add a. I think this is a 7-volt battery. I want to try to have a higher voltage battery in here, and then there's also this little panel here. I'm wondering if I put a little adhesive strip, if I can add a room for a solar panel on this side. Then I can add I'm hoping, I don't know if there's enough room in the board, to be honest, for like an alternative. But I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. I think it has to be a replacement for the volt battery. Or I guess I can have 2 wires at the same. I don't know, but one or the other. Set that up. Oh, what is the device called? It's it's from Circuit Plus, free plug for them, motherfuckers. So obviously I have a child, and along with getting them involved with, game development and making a game for them and stuff like that, I love science. So, in an attempt to branch out and get them into stuff, I was like, oh, I'll introduce these concepts. The NASA Artemis watch, very cool to learn about and up. Yeah. They give you the board and everything, and then you put it on yourself. Except you don't do the soldering. Wish I could pull up the actual screen here, but for whatever reason they aren't. Okay. Soldering. Yeah. I wanted to be able to solder it, but I was like, all right, well maybe for our first hardware project, I should learn what I can from this experience and then improvise from there. Because I figured, just looking off of the specs from and it's gone. I would be able to customize it bit more, especially since it said it was Python programmable. That was a huge selling point for me, be able to see what I could do with it. And so yeah, I'm excited to tamper around with it. Given the board is so small, there really isn't much I can do here. But yeah, I didn't do any of the soldering. It's just more hooking up everything, the battery, and the. I'm blanking on. I don't even solder off. Yeah, I want to, because it you know, it gives Iron Man. I love that. You know. Whoops, who's not typing? I guess I should. Okay, there's a specific thing I'm thinking about. I think Brave being dumb. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool, and again, I hope to get my kid into it. This is a GIF. Oh my god. Of course, a GIF. You know, to be able to solder, that feels cool. But yeah, first initial project, I want to hook up more to the boards, but for whatever reason, I saw, and we're already off topic. That's fine. Yeah, I've been messing around with different. Add it. I don't know if I have it. I don't think I have it saved. But yeah, scanning different. Scanning to get the exact specs and measurements for this because I want to get a casing for it. They provided a casing for it, but it respectfully to for the name of it sucks. It's not good. Not a very good. So I want to just create a whole new thing and style for it. And it really reminded me, you know, some of you all will get this, of the Power Ranger watch. Not that one. There's kind of like. There we go. Kind of felt like that. I was like, okay, cool. Let me try to do something. Oh. Oh, cool. And this is super affordable. Very cool. Oh. That's awesome. That's so cool. And it's like $30? Like, that's awesome. Oh. I'm doing. I'm doing it. I'm doing on stream immediately. Cool soldering are tiny. Yeah, very cool. I remember when Power Rangers first aired in the U.S. Well, that's that's crazy because I've always been conscious of, like, Spider-Man has just always been a thing. Just how like Google has always been a thing. It's just one of those things like always been there. Like, I don't know a life without. Yeah. I remember when it doesn't come with a power supply. If I want a power USB. Yeah, I saw the USB. So I was like, okay, that's still pretty solid. I wondered the battery life on it, but I had to pay more than that for the shipping. Ish. But yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, and yeah, so I wanna circuit mask. This will be the first one. Then I mean, want to get one that my kid does like it in the aspect of the forgot the name of the thing. Diameter. It has no battery. Oh, it has no battery. Oh, okay, so it's just like a charge and then. This is just like plug it in, it gets hot, and then that capable of receiving power for either. Oh, okay. So as it goes, gotcha. Okay. Well, now I'm less sold. Um, um, you can power. Oh yeah. You could definitely power. Yeah, that makes it logical. Truly, the logical conclusion to come to. Oh yeah, just up to a power bank. Um, portable. Like even like, well, actually, that'd be a pain. I guess if you do a Velcro covering, like, oh, if you put it together, that's even better. But limiting it anyway. That watch, I wanna something that my kid would thought about getting this one, but Jesus, I mean, it looks like such a cool project. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just trying to get my kid. I heavily biased here. Oh, username. How's it going? Um, going well. It's going well. I was just talking about like projects I wanted to get for my kid to get them into STEM. I feel like being a nerd and geek in that way is like genetic. Like you always know it to a certain extent, but whatever I can do to nudge them. Do you feel like that username since you're the closest to youth for us? if if it's like you've always been a geek, no, or a nerd. I don't know what kids use. I don't know if you, but you know what I mean. I mean, a geek and nerd, I think, is that's thing. Yeah, no, well, yeah, the idea is not to push too hard and be like, you need to do this, or like, look, like we're doing this now. Like, no, it's like, again, that's why I want the fun kits to be like the natural occurring conclusion that science is cool, not the forced upon opinion that's just to look at these things and be like the I forgot what it's called. 0 meter, I think. I forgot the name of it. Instrument that changes pitch to move up and down. I explained way too many instruments. There we go. So it has a theremin, application to it where it like measures the y and x axis of the tilt. It has a gyrometer, I believe is what it's called, in there. So yeah, it's really cool to like scan my kid. Like, oh, I'm scanning you, boop boop boop, like fun. Like just to like, what was that word? Like not romanticize, but like fantasize her childhood, for it to be like a Doctor Who adventure, weird and not like just everyday thing. oh look, look what the doctor gave us. Oh, we can scan these different types of things, you know, make it fun. But yeah, I totally agree on not push it. And then if she's not into it, she's not into it. She seems like a kinetic genius, like really good with like gymnastics and flipping, and like she like I'll like do jujitsu with her and like get certain things of like it was I forgot what they call that. Like it's not a hip escape, but something like that, and then she did it, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? And the same thing with like a hula hoop. This kinetic genius is definitely there. So I think she'll discover that on her own in whatever once. But I'm inching her to the end. Oh, right. Well, that's great. I always forget. Oh, I was just having a discussion regarding camp, and I was like, oh wow, like for summer, like my kid has summer, but like I don't have summer. Like my every day I still have to go to work. Like it's not like, oh, I get summer break, like let me chill. Like no, it's the same shit. So wow, yeah, that's more significant for you. Now I don't have any kids, so judge this yourself. I find it likely work better if you project yourself around her and let her join. Kids like to join if they can. Yeah, well, that works with something. With other like kids are, it needs to capture their attention. If I could be programming or doing, you know, I do projects all the time, but it's not as interesting as like, oh, hey, can you put Frozen on for me? Or like, oh, I'm coloring right now. Like it doesn't, because it requires more thought. She'll like look at it for a second and then just be like, I don't get it, I'm out. But yeah, so it needs to be similar to the game that I'm trying to make for her. It needs to be like grab your attention, be like cute and fun off rip. But yeah, I play the piano around her in hopes of that same exact thing, but it doesn't seem to pull her. That's why I'm just trying to do it just for me, and if she happens to show interest, great. If she doesn't, like, cool, I still have this cool watch that I plan to modify, and I still have these games I've made for her. Like, regardless if she we'll see. Tomorrow I got to work at school for sorry, it took me a while to be like, oh, you're working at school. For teacher appreciation week, we are bringing the trailer to give, oh, that's awesome, coffee to the teachers so you can skip it. So I get to skip it the first hour. Great. I mean, it's not. It is cool that it's skipping, but you're also working, so it's like a no-brainer, awesome thing. So that's awesome. If I recall correctly, the term by using capacity. Yeah. So I mean, they think they do a similar thing, but different with the watch. So yeah, it has this. I don't know exactly how they do it. I think it is in the programming because it's essentially two variables, of rotation and precision. But I think it's just measuring rotation. So that's how they're measuring the gyroscope. Spinning into gyroscope. No feature of an integrated gyroscope. I don't know 100% on capacity and proximity sensors. Yeah, I don't know. That's how it works. How they showed it in the diagram is just a way to measure the force applied in any particular direction rotational. I don't know how that exactly works. I wish it would have maybe gone into more detail about that, but it's cool. It also has a what's called a piezo buzzer. which I found out was. I'll show you that. There, hard to see. Black piece, right? The Piazza buzzer is like a classic and old school alarm clocks that have the like it's a more robotic sound because it's less electricity going through this this crystal that generates a sound. So that was cool because it was not using old school speakers; it's using like just electronic pulses into a component that you put on there. Is some type of crystal. Quartz. I think quartz are good for it. I don't remember exactly. So just using a gyroscope and maybe yeah, it doesn't go into heavy detail, unfortunately, when describing the science behind it. This is like, hey, this is a feature, and here's the like fundamental principle of like what it means for you, in regards like what the science means to you as far as rotation and precision. But yeah, I wish it would have gone to that a bit deep. Because, look at you, you're very well versed, and in like in engineering in general. I know them, use them often enough. Oh, what do you use them for? I didn't know. I didn't know it had like a practical. I did a very brief research into the components of it when it went into it, thinking about customization. In particular, I wanted to make sure that any of when I put the solar panel on, it wasn't going to interfere with anything. The Piazza buzzer would have been something that would have been affected. But yeah, I didn't know that it was used in anything modern. So that's cool to learn. I've been working on sounds for the game. Oh, awesome. And now my player has voice lines. That's awesome. Made by TTS Sam. I don't know who TTS Sam is, but always happy to learn. Cool. TTS Sam.
Hello, my name is Sam. Hello, my name is Sam.
This is my first time learning about this tool, and I would have fucked with this a lot more in high school. Again, I was.
Hello, my name is Sam.
Dude, I would have fucked with this so hard in high school. And then you can download them, dude. Yeah, fucking Ferris Bueller at school. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. Well, I learned something new. Some use of Yasso ceramic. Old computers would be the most common. Those alarm clocks you mentioned. I still have one of those on my desk. That's crazy. He sounds pretty cool. I got an idea from the game Faith, the Unholy Trinity. Oh. Keeping that. Now I want to figure out how to put this in a game. Oh, you know what? I think I have an idea. Hold on, I need to write. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Write it. Oh, God. Oh, I have to put it in the project. One second. I need to write this idea. Thank you. Oh, you. I just need to write this idea down before I forget. Just messing around with it and how much joy it gave me immediately laughing. The idea of it. again, it's so cool and know that you just know about all this really cool engineering stuff. That's that's so cool. Like I'm learning about it now, but just because of my interest. But like the fact that you're like, oh yeah, I know Piazza Buzzers. Like, how the fuck? Like, I just found this out. I was like, I thought it would be like a fun fact at the bar or some shit. Not that I go to a bar, but you know what I mean. Um, um, this. Oh god. Oh, did I open up the same project? Yep. Code. Again, I don't know why I do that. Sometimes I call it code, sometimes I call it script. It's like stupidly complex for no audio or there. Robots there that allows for it update and okay, all right. Oof. I need to get off the iChat. Thank you, a username for that. That idea just made me laugh so much. Like just that tool. Um, oh, I reset. Oh, interesting. Changing the speed makes it more sad. Interesting. All right, all right, all right. We'll focus on that later. Um, now it went from sorry, I'm catching up. I got so caught up in that. I mean, TTS is heck, I did not know about TTS at all. Cool things I'm learning. Again, you're so well versed. First version I saw were in the early '90s. It was even older. Wow. Um, and did TTS start? Oh, text. Sorry, text to speech. Duh. I meant this thing I was curious about is this like iteration of it, like it being so retro. Yeah, speech to text and there's yeah, like this janky fun version of it. This was
Please select a demo. You use the demo.
okay. Sorry. Older. Oops. Um. Did it? Oh. Old tech. I assume even. Now it went looking. Seems that Godot supports CTS directly. Oh, does it? Oh, I'll look up that documentation. I made his pitch 65. I wish there was a. Well, it's open source, so 65 is the. Um, or is Dang it. It went away. Immediately went away because I pressed enter. Alright, well, let me just quickly set this up again. My bad. My bad 100%. I thought enter would just be play. But that was presumptuous. I think that there's 10,000 people in chat with how quickly this. Oh, no, it's nowhere to be seen. I'm like, alright, calm down. Speed is 65. Okay. Mouth is 90. 34. Either one?
Hello, my name is Sam.
This it sounds so retro, like I don't know. It just feels so homey. There's something about this style of voice that I don't know. I want to fuck with. Anyway, I have like a bunch of ideas I can't execute on right now. Yes, and I need to get the gameplay loop. It does require OS. The OS have libraries installed on Mac when. Okay, well that's great. Here's the documentation. Cool. I wonder what it sounds like. If it's the same. Wish there was an audio sample. First voice of how many? All right, for later. Like so many, there's so many cool ideas I always have, and then I can't execute on them because there's so many important details to come up to it. I am really excited about not my kiddo's game. I mean, to a certain extent, I am, but you know, I think it's clear I'm largely over it. I just want to work on Project Killjoy, but it does okay. As for my background, first, I have never had busy social life, much free time. But you also found your wife relatively young, right? You were in high school, or no, wait, college? I don't remember. No, no, no. Yeah, you were in high school because I remember your wife's mom thought you guys had sex. Sorry. Oh, but your wife's mom was suspicious of you disappearing with her daughter. I remember that. Um, mother was CNC pro. Wow. Okay, gotcha. And had taken classes and electronics. So I learned some from her growing up. Crazy, very cool background. Up in. Getting out of college, I ended up spending many years working in automation production. Okay, gotcha. Robotics, very cool. Yeah, you just have such a cool resume. So flavored. Like I have like HR, QA done. Like that's really been it. I mean, GameStop if you want to count that, RA if you want to count that, but like you have such a colorful palette of like education. Speed is 90, mouth is 134. Oh, where'd you go? Get rid of it? Speed.
Hello, my name is Sam. Hello, my name is Sam.
I dig this tool. Really want to mess with little old lady.
Hello, my name is Sam. Hello, my name is Sam.
Said. Um.
Hello, my name is Sam. 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 Hello, my name is Sam.
And they have a C64 page says, and they had a C. Oh wow, wait, why does this feel so? Why do I feel like I know what this? I don't know what it is. I have heard of it. I mean, I know it's a video game console. I think this was Pong. I don't. Video games have come a long way, brother. Wow. Microcomputer. Wow. I say microcomputer because like that being like a tagline, I feel like that's aimed toward parents that were like, oh look, full keyboard and yeah, sure they can play games, but it's also a computer. But how much was this? Probably like $30, and it would be like 350 now. I told you about it before. Oh, you mentioned it before. Oh, okay. Pardon. I think I honestly forgot. Um, yeah, I think I honestly forgot. Sorry. My bad. 100%. My bad. Early computer. I learned to type on one. Wow. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. And again, it's just like I think about, you know, my kid growing up and like they're growing up with AI just being a thing. Like you learned to type on, so you learned to type on this at home like in between playing games. Like was it a was it a family console, like because given that your parents were geeky to a certain extent, or was it more of a you thing and then you explored on? I think I'm going to get a triple monitor setup soon, possibly, so that so that's going to be a bit pricey for sure, for sure. Um, I thought about it, but and every single time I was just like, I don't need it. It's very much a. I mean, you very well could. I don't. Everybody has their own style and the way that they work, 100%. But yeah, I'm really good with like just two monitors. One that's set up horizontally, the other one that's set up vertically. That's my preferred work style because it's usually like code or like teams and communication, and then whatever I need, like actual work on. But yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure you can find like deals on Amazon and stuff like that. But yeah, triple monitor setup. Also, making sure you have the desk space. Um, this is where you got the idea from. Up actually. This late. I mean, again, we're not even there. Okay.
I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night.
This trailer goes so fucking hard. Trailer goes hard. Choice is fantastic. Art is fantastic. Oh, that was so creepy. Oh my god, that was so creepy. Oh, put a baby in there, extra creepy immediately. Looks great. This looks fantastic. Oh, wow. Wow. That looks great. That looks fantastic. I'm sure that's rated very positive. There's no doubt in my mind. Overwhelmingly positive. Look at that. Good for them. Holy crap. That was so eerie and uncomfortable. I love that. The first game on Steam for them. That just really gave me the creeps, and I love that I'm so creeped out right now. Oh, and again on. It was a computer, but it became known as a gaming system. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, gotcha. Um, it became known. I was it had a 650 processor, which was common in the early gaming system. Yes, I had a cartridge slot back, which provided useful games with little memory in the system. How little memory the system had. Okay. Um, I'm going to get a stand for it so it can hang on the edges of my. Gotcha. Okay. And more because they were already common. It had a controller port that could be used as a controllers. Oh, interesting. I wonder if they had designed it in mind of it being used like that. That's really interesting. Yeah, Vista mount. I don't know. These are words I don't know. Check out the. I always learn. I also want to learn more about coffee or username. I mean, I'm not gonna like drag you out of into work during your 100% off hours. Like, but I would like to learn more about coffee for sure. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that kind of reminds me of I don't know. It feels very like 90s sci-fi movie Matrix. I think that's literally in the Matrix. Hold on, I think that's literally in the Matrix. The Matrix arm monitor. Oh, it doesn't know what I mean by Matrix. Okay. My work my work is always ask away. Um Visa is mounting standard. Oh, I did not know that. Has to do with the screw points on the back. You're just again so versatile. Like who, like, like you'll drop facts like when I'm talking to AI. Like when I'll have like Copilot um or Chat GPT. Like if I'm just like, oh, I'm studying something and I want to like be able to talk it out. I'll talk about it like how I'm talking to you guys, and you are acting as Chat GPT or an AI in the way you're like, oh yeah, no, this is why, and I was like, what? How do you just know this? And no, might be Google. I don't know that much. Sure, I mean, comparatively to me and I don't know. I would like to say I know more than a high schooler, but who knows, right? Like it's very debatable. But but yeah, I mean, to me, it's like Jesus, like just this wealth of just industry knowledge, like just knowing about like, oh yeah, this is the standard for monitors, and here's is exactly why. Is some like weaponize autism, and I say that in the most respectful way possible. um, yeah, that's crazy. I love that. It reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know Brendan Lee Mulligan as a dungeon master, but like that's what you remind me of, and Noel. Just like, oh yeah, I just have this wealth of knowledge and vocabulary, just off rip, just who I am. Don't no big deal, whatever. There are areas that are super common that I know nearly nothing about. Don't ask me about cars, or I would have figured cars would have been your thing, honestly. I would have figured you're like, yeah, I just I restored a '97 Mazda because I don't even know if Mazda is a car. I think I meant to say Mustang, but anyway, um, know nothing about cars or sport. Yeah, I don't know anything about sports. People think because I'm like relatively in shape that I know about sports, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, the fight!" And I'm like, I do enjoy like watching UFC and things like that, but like socially, like with drinks and food. Like I will not go out of my way to watch a sport. Rarely ever. My wife got me a T-shirt and logo that says sports. Oh yeah, I've heard of those. I love that. I know there was. I thought you were referring to this. What is it? Bill Franco sports. I spit shit. Sports shit. Sports shit. Is what I meant to. I could have sworn he made it. Beautiful back. There we go. But yours is funnier. This just says straight up sports, but yours is funnier to be like, I've heard of those. Yes, I'm well versed in such knowledge. You can talk to me like I'm a regular person. This won't be a weird conversation at all. Don't worry about it. Like, um, I have a homemade shirt that says extensive name brand t-shirt. I love that. I fucking love that. I want to go to my t-shirt shop and make that immediately. I love that. Expensive name brand t-shirt. I've been I've been in two different wait, sorry. I read Lakers. Two different lakes wearing it being Lake Michigan on Beaver Island for a field trip. That's amazing. That's amazing. Not that one, but it's the exact same. Yeah, no, again, yours is way funnier. Yeah. This is way funnier. And it's only $20. I mean shipping, but like yeah. I'd work out in this. I'm really about to buy this. Hold on, I'm gonna put this with this. I got my keyboard and mouse because of a username, and now I'm gonna end up getting a soldering iron and a t-shirt. And no, I'm already going to Dragon Con. I'm being influenced. You guys are the influencers. um, one of my t-shirt, one of my t-shirt rips, but it says just says pants. Yeah, I just love stupid shit like that. I really do. Like it really tickles Like that's the type of silly I think that like nerds are. Like it's just little stupid shit like that. I love. Expensive name brand T-shirt is awesome. Sports, I've heard of those, is awesome. Like it's just, dude, I don't know. There's something weird and stupid about it. Like it's just, I don't know. Like dry. I guess it's dry humor. Dry humor. Hilarious. Um, there will be lots of nerdy T-shirts at Dragon Con. Yeah, don't remind me, man. I'm prepping my budget for it, and I have to go to. I get to go to. I'm very grateful. I love my family. A wedding, but like weddings aren't really my thing. You know, man, weddings aren't. I'm not like, yay, a wedding. I get to go to a wedding. I don't. Whatever. But I love my cousin and I love my family very much. So going. So, but yeah, I was like, damn, man, that takes some of the money I intended to. I was like, I budgeted $200. Sorry, I budgeted $350 to buy a sword and then pay for the packaging I would need to be able to ship that sword, or yeah, ship that sword with me. I fully intended that. And I was like, oh, and that's a plane ticket right there. So I'm not buying a sword, but I can buy T-shirts. I'll probably make mistakes. I'll probably be, you know, especially with like the after parties, if I get invited, or I don't know if I know how that's happening. But we'll see. We'll see. I was saying with the after parties, I might be like too go crazy there, but we'll see. My parents used to do wedding photography, and I don't know how they did it for so long. Yeah, it's not my thing, but I mean, I guess if you're like a romantic at heart or something like that, it works. But eh, eh, it's just you know, this is not my thing. I mean, I love love. I love people being in love. Love is a beautiful, awesome thing to see. I absolutely love love. A wedding feels like work. It doesn't feel like love. It feels like a whole fucking lot of work and money often. You know, that's essentially a private affair. But anyway, this is my feelings. Then you know, I'm gonna find a fucking bad bitch that I want to marry, and then I'll spend a fucking fortune on a goddamn wedding. um, is a sword small enough to be checked in a bag? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I didn't think it would be small enough to go in a bag. No, I didn't think so. Oh, Leaf episode. It's been a while. It's been a long while. What dev? Yeah, fuck you. Talking to you guys. But yeah, dev overall goes well. But yeah, we were just chatting. So yeah, so the last thing we were on. Oh, this is Project Kill Toy. This we work on. This we work on tomorrow. Now that we have the appropriate model format in, so hopefully the collision shapes will work out appropriately. That's tomorrow. What we're supposed to be working on today, but again we get sidetracked in conversation, is this one, this one, tug of war game for my kiddo, and we were doing the font last, and then we went into a whole spur of conversation. But yeah, last thing we were doing was the fonts for the game, because where it is right now, and we still need to fix the audio, but the game is basically done for kiddo. I'll probably have to apply a cuter shader too. But yeah, we're gonna get this jank out of here and then apply a better shader, since the shader for the CCTV could not. It made the game it made the game difficult for my kiddo. It was hard for her to read the letters, like determine where the letters were. Like it was just too much visual stimuli. It needed to be cleaner. So we would go. I just would like to go with a shader to pretty it up a bit more, but it may be ultimately a bit more distracting. But we do need to get the fonts in a little bit. But again, I enjoy talking to you guys, so I'm going to talk to you guys for a little bit, and then we'll get back to it. Yeah. What dev? Fucking asshole. Yeah, my wedding was wonderful, so romantic. That judge at the courthouse was just so nice. So you guys opted to skip. So was that something? Was that something you guys were aligned and like we love each other. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. Um, let's not spend the money on that, like because I think American tradition dictates that the woman's family pays for the wedding. But for you guys to both opt out of it, I'm wondering how that went about. If you don't mind sharing, but if you do mind sharing, fuck Portante. Um, you didn't have to spend several $100s on fake flowers. That's a plus. Yeah, yeah. I mean, weddings are very expensive. Very, very expensive. Um, it was one of the nope, won't share that fact. But but yeah, yeah, it's crazy expensive, and a lot of fights break out typically with couples around that. So for you, both of you guys to be like, nah, we're just gonna go to a courthouse. Oh yeah, marriage was really just a legal thing for us. We had been together for so long at that point, mostly lived um, for 7 to 8 years already. Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. There's like you guys are together. You're like, well, the government will favor us because we're married. So, I mean, like we fuck with each other. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. So might as well get a tax break. Oh, where were we on font? I think we found the font actually. Table. Oh, right. I think and Noel provided this for the randomization of the color to add some flavor to it. But let's put this in. See, do I have one that's called code and one that's called scripts, like a fucking dummy? Fog fonts scripts. No, no. Okay, I just called them different things in different projects. I don't know why I do that. It's my big pet peeve. Like, it's my biggest pet peeve of myself as a developer. Um, actually tend to be taxed more. Oh, interesting. I remember when I was with my ex, it was when we were filing, they were like, "Oh yeah, well, if you guys were married, this would have been." I don't remember exactly the. This was years upon years ago. I mean, we're talking like 5+ years ago. But I remember when we were filing because we were filing together but separately. They were like, "Yeah, you would. This would if you guys would just get married, just for legally, you would it would behoove you, um, from a tax perspective." But again, that I don't know. I don't, my memory could be a lie, but that's my memory from years ago when we were filing taxes and living together in an apartment of what the tax professional told us. Why we were seeing a tax professional is because I think we didn't pay taxes for like 2 or 3 years, and we were like, oh shit, don't want to get in trouble with the government. Mafia needs their money. um, but had to struggle on and off for years with paperwork on things, medical, banking, insurance. But most of those issues go away if you're married. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because it's like, well, this is your wife. This is right. This is your husband. So it's like, oh yeah, automatic. Yes, we can trust this person. They can be involved in these conversations, and we don't need to have a whole song and dance about it. Yeah, I don't like this font now that I'm looking at it again. I think it just looks a little bit too blocky. But like if I'm in the hospital, wife has no getting in. Right. But some girl I'm living with, yeah. 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 Yeah, again, it just was like Like, what the hell is the sound? Um. Okay. Beep. Um. Yeah, some girl I'm living with. Yeah, again, it's just a higher privilege, essentially. Privilege escalation. In a human system. Like that's my best friend, and it's like I don't give a shit. That's my son. Dramatically different. Like, time out, my boy. Can't focus on you, chat, and trying to do any semblance of game development. I love you, my boy. Um, some things are just easier if you are married, or name change. Also, didn't make her change her life, which I fully respect, and I think and I say this with the utmost respect. I say this with the utmost respect. Being older, um, that's a more like I feel like that's such a more progressive mentality. That like I feel like that would have been typical of like that's a typical conversation I feel of my generation and younger. I wouldn't have expected you to be like, yeah, no, I don't care. Just given generation, I mean, my family would have thrown a fuss. Like my partner, my ex rather, there was a conversation of if she'll keep her last name. I was like, I really couldn't give less of a shit. I really couldn't, don't care at all. But yeah, again, and that was a fuss with my family, so I wouldn't have expected that. I say with the utmost respect. Um, have a font early. Very readable. I hate the J. The J is the only letter that's just stupidly off. Everything else is pretty good. The U sucks as well. J, I really hate. It is really readable. I need that cute. Yeah, yeah. They gave up. Well, not gave up. I understand the aesthetic they're going for. Bad. Give it a stupid curl to it. Think it'll be good for me because the font that we have here a little bit too strong, a little bit too blocky. Or fun word I can use in this. Oops. Well, might as well have it. My really excited to create a case for this. See if I can get a solar panel attached over here and just have the casing perhaps a little extended. I measured it out to I think it was like 55 centimeters, so it'll be like a little bit over for the solar panel. I'll have to look at this. Excited to explore. We'll have to do anyway in the show. I guess that's what we do here, right? Sorry, I was just literally just thinking, what what development? All right, fair. Fuck you, but fair. Fuck you, but. There, oh right, because we didn't have something for the letter Y. Here, we're gonna here. Oof, that rough looking Y. Lie about that Y. Not gonna lie about that Y. That's the capital. Lowercase. Maybe I make them all lowercase, but they're not lowercase on the keyboard itself. And of course, it was another letter. Well, at least I'm happy to cover it. No camera in this. Okay. Bitch. Oh, okay. Why would you come up? Really clashes with the background. You can have it be true. Capacity? No, it's O something. Forgot. Alpha? I think it's alpha. There's a word. Anyway. What is ridiculous? What? OUT? Oh. Hungry? Well, um, look, likely downsize the font that, likely downsize the font, or in vector. You can change the background color. Exactly. You can make the solid alpha color. Yep. Out. Yep. I know. As always on it. Always had to talk about going out by spelling around the dogs. I had a dogs I had. They always learn the word. Yeah, exactly. I can't even spell bath out. My dogs. They both they both can read. One of them is 2. Oh, adorable. But that, oh, well, I was about to ask you what type of dogs you have. They do care about, but I gotta walk mine, so I will be right back. Luckily, we're only an hour in, so still pretty early in the stream. Okay, cool. We were able to talk a little bit of dev. I mean, I still need to do a lot more of dev, but I'm happy. This is going. I'll be right back. Gotta walk that puppy. Walk that. Walk that puppy. Walking that puppy. That. We're walking that. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. I will switch the camera on in a moment to get reestablished. Thanks for your patience. I am still streaming. Okay. And spammers. Yeah, what's her name? Or their name? Their name is Noodles. Noodles informed me that it's a typical thing that they'll with bots will be prominent when you're smaller. Like when you have like less than 5 people, you are targeted heavily for streamers. I mean, I don't know who is honestly falling for it. I guess enough that you, I mean, if you're shooting, you know, it has to work out sometimes for to exist. Okay. Still need to get my system for ammo. Okay, well, I mean, I really think you've done a lot of the, like, the ray tracing, I think, is more complex than the ammo system. Ammo system, I think you're going to be able to bang out in, like, a day if you're, you know, given that you're, I mean, obviously you have a bunch of tests and school and work to concern yourself with. But, yeah. Oh, I'm muted? Oh, no, that's you. Okay. Okay. Cool. Two. You know, over this. Let's look up. Okay. Yeah. Thanks again, guys, for introducing. Thank you, and no, for banning that person. Blocking that person, whichever. I couldn't ban them. Alright, go on. Thank you for that, and patience with kid. I'm so used to it being related to my kid, but the puppy. You're kidding. Raya, out of the bag. This guy, man. Yeah, I mean, I've tried to make it work, but nothing I've done so far, nothing. Gotcha. Yeah, that's unfortunately, you know, so much of the dev process. Trying something and not working initially, but then, ooh boy, the feeling when you get it to work. You hit another problem. It's just like Icarus. Not Icarus. Icarus flew too close to the sun. Who am I thinking of? Sisyphus, I believe. Sisyphus is pushing the boulder up the rock over and over. Or in infinitum. Given that we are, yeah, Sisyphus. Yep, exactly. Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm sorry. When I read it, I was like, am I saying that right? Yeah. Yeah. We are Sisyphus. We have decided I want to make cool stuff. I like making stuff. So I have signed the contract that I will sign on to the process of constantly doing this for the foreseeable future. I love it, and I love it more than I hate it. There's a background. Where are you, background? You. Alpha. Off the alpha. No, it should probably be this. Well, having it be the same color. Let's just see what it looks like with alpha at half about. This is part of the, like, I wish with, well, I guess you get it with experience, but certain things like this, I'm like, I mean, also making a game for a kid, there's certain knowledge I just wish I knew, like, at no level, like, oh, I know how to, like, I know for this type of thing, I do this, and this is what makes it readable, blah, blah, blah. Like that fundamental, so I can just go rather than having to second guessing it. Although it can be fun. Anyway, this does make me wonder what I've already tried. I'd have to see the code. Change the color system. Place it. Oh, look at that! See, and Noel has something to contribute. And change the color system. Replace it with style box empty. So we keep this. Change the style system. Style box empty. And that's just is that I take it that's just with no. Yeah, but not very readable. I guess we can color code it, same as this. Size the sides. I remember what I did was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I last tried to do it. Gotcha. Well, again, you've been busy with tests and stuff like that. I would imagine just being, you know, your age, human being. Empty, so transparent. Yeah. Up to you. You can set and font outline. Oh yeah, font outline. Yeah. Let me just look at. Let me just steal real quick and see with kid typing game how the font is laid. Oh, that's a cool way to go about it. But that's not how we want to do it. But that's a cool way to go about it. Sure. I like that. Damn, I like this more than my game already. But I do think still, like my kid personally is not at the level where they can do this. But it's cool. I like it. I normally use white text with a black outline. If you look up a guide in the top left of that game. You'll see it in white text with black background. Oh yeah, right, this part. Yeah. Oh wait. I think I'm up where you're. My bad. Hit play. Oh, okay, you're saying. The on the left here. Gotcha. That's what you're saying. Yeah, top left. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Let's try it with a black background. It's you know, it's always hard when I don't have my kid to play test, but well, I guess they could play test soon. Okay. Anyway, let's see what it looks like with the black background, because they do have it there. Have it there. Just look at. Two more. I'm trying to find relatively similar examples. I also have a good idea of like having it based off of rows. I should have looked at like industry examples off the rip, but yeah. box with a little bit of. We'll go with the color, and then if anything, all of them are relatively simple. But I also think, you know, a company that makes this type of product for games, for kids, for games. Black outline, not a background. Unless you want to have a black background. Yeah, I'm gonna try with the outline first. Is what I meant to say. I'm gonna try with the outline first, and then see about the what game. Oh. A little bit of transparency there. But we'll see. I'm gonna try with the black outline. Letter Y. Where are you? Font color, shadow, outline. It's all the way up, black. I don't see it though. Maybe the style? No, I think the style just affects the box. Let me change it like. I don't see. Maybe I would see it play. Turn this whole thing on? Or... Oh, of course. Don't see that. Maybe I have to adjust the thickness of it. Where are you? Back. Alpha. Theme override. Theme override. Override. That, oh, that's I guess a property. Like I would have to go inside of the label. It's not openly available in the inspector. Inspector. I wonder if the doctor was called Inspector. It was very British. Right corner. Missing it? Oh! Right underneath it. My bad. Not completely missed that entirely. Baselining. Shadow. Thank you. Completely missed it. Not see it at all. Not even a little. There we go. I think it's just that Y looks shitty. Like, I don't know. I just don't immediately associate. I mean, I know that's a Y, but it just looks like a weird upside down H. Seriously? He needs to sleep in his bed. About that. Oh, Bump it up, yep. And this can all be done in theme also, which can be applied to the whole game. Would be rough to walk you through just text. Yeah, no, and that makes that's fair. But yeah, let me. I think what we'll do is again continue to experiment with it, and then we can set the theme at that point. But like this, I don't know. This looks so bad. Hate the Y. I really appreciate the help throughout it, 100%. I just really hate how this Y looks. Four, maybe bump it down a bit. No, it like looks cut off. Like, that's okay. All right, so it's just one letter. Maybe I don't need to. Back to digging for a new font. Yeah, well, I don't want to do that. Like, picking a font is something I always hate. I hate it too, honestly. And that's why I keep typing things to be like, oh, here I don't have to think about it. Kids, blah blah blah. But then I put it in the game and it doesn't look good. It looks bad. Like that. It can't. Calm equals clarity. Is how important is. Reading a letter is pretty important. You have the assistant. Is this affecting one letter or is this affecting multiple? This looks bad for multiple letters in game, and we can just switched. If it does not look bad, multiple in game. I just realized that there is a channel point on stream now. Channel points? What the fuck are channel points? Hey, you're telling me about the stream that something I don't know. Channel point. I did not know. I don't think. Oh, I think I know what that is. Oh, I see. I associate that with like real streamers so often that I didn't connect that of like, oh, I think I didn't know that that was a thing. Maybe when I ticked over to 40 followers, it gave me that. I didn't get any notice or something. Also, I'm not also at 40 streamers anymore. I'm not seeing it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why username you're getting it. Wonder what I have wrong. I don't know. Listen, a username taught me something new. I didn't know that was a thing with the stream. But again, maybe it ticked over when I hit 40 followers. But I also reverted back to 39. So I don't know. It was so funny. I switched over to 40 and it was like, oh, you accomplished your goal. We're gonna up your follower goal. And then I immediately lost somebody and I was like, that's funny. Reloaded the page, see if it changes things. Nope, there's other than losing chat history. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'm learning something new. I did not know that was a thing. So are we at the point that we're oh no, does this affect multiple letters? That was the weight in which I was weighing them. So we had Y. What is the other letter? Z. We don't have one for Z. So Z is the perfect one to experiment with, but we need to replicate it exactly. Give it a fair chance. Means that it's a 0, 1, 2 child. Wait. Third. It's the third one down. 0, 1. Google says you need 50, so I don't know why I'm seeing it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were just like throwing you a bone. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm happy you got it. Like, that's cool. Makes me feel like a real streamer. Like, because that's never been a thing. But again, I think maybe it switched when I went from to 40. But like you said Google says you need 50 feet. I don't know. Okay, give me a second because my baby boy's being a baby about this. I fucked up my whole shit because do for lunch? Watch him race back over here because he's like, oh, we were going to bed. I thought it was me and you. Like, no, man. You want to go to the bed so bad. There goes the camera. Yeah. Yeah. I immediately was like, oh, fuck. Oh, well. Alright. Where were we? Label. We're weighing it for multiple letters. We got to replicate the thing. I was gonna copy and paste, but that would copy and paste the audio stream too, and we don't want that. Collision, audio, label, collision, audio. I'm just gonna make it not visible for the time being. We can weigh it out, and then if anything, I could easily revert it. This is what I should have done for Y, but here we are. Label. Not a child of space, silly. Y. Oh no, that's not the letter. Z. We were in theme. Wait, at first, yeah, no, I think that's right. Yeah, theme. Right? Why do I feel like I'm in the wrong spot? Oh, because that's where we got the font outline and everything. Constant. Such and such. Where's this label? That's not even center. Oh, center of the text field. Let's bump that up. Horrible right now. Give it a second. It will. Looking at new fonts. I'm not even have used Sprite 2D in this use case, but you're already Sprite 2D. I'd not even have used Sprite 2D in this. Oh right, but you already got it in now. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I don't know. That was the beginning of the project where I think I just like literally screenshotted like an entire alphabet and did it letter by letter. You know, I was just slapping shit together. So much of the time, which sometimes I regret, given, you know, having to rework it. I'm just trying to get something working. So I like slap a bunch of shit together that maybe I'll have to rework a lot later. So I'll get better eventually. Eventually, I have faith. I think I had it one. 4. Oh, I need to change the font. I need to change. Why the fuck are you so small? Because size difference. What is the size I chose for you? I chose a size. I did though, but some. Oh, 50. There we go. What is the default size? Okay, what category was that under? Theme. Right under. Oh, font size. Oop. 50. Here. Yeah, the whole letter system you built some time ago with an older project. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for reminding me. So funny that you're reminding me of my project. That I completely forgot is hilarious to me. But yeah, thank you, truly, for the reminder. I completely forgot about that. What the fuck, Z? Okay, you're right. Oh, am I using the same? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I need to just look at the visibility of it. Boom, 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 How's it look? Okay, where the fuck are you? Me? Oh. There you are. Not where I put you. That's the point. Oh. Yeah, that Z looks like shit. Damn it. Trying to go for something cute and it sacrifice legibility. Yeah, new font. Yeah, son of a bitch. Like, I truly hate it. I truly despise this. I don't want to do this. I want somebody that's like, and that's a big part of why I want to be a really good game developer, is that I really want people that care about this stuff to do it. And like we do it all together. Like people that really care about art and really care about lighting and like just different things. You know, it's just not I don't give a shit about it, but there's somebody that really gives a shit that would blow the, you know, socks off of this. It's not like the offload like work I don't want to do. It's just like somebody that really cares about their work. I don't. This I feel like I'm gonna have the same. Like that J looks horrible. Hell, with my Asteroid game, I considered making my own font, but then I found one that matched it closely. Yeah, you found for your game it looks great. I thought it was like an open source font from Asteroid, like the actual IP. So yeah, that's really cool. That yeah, it looks great. Yours looks great. Same with username. That the font and the sound. Like you really nailed sound, I think, in your game. Username. And then and Noel, you really nailed the sound for. I think it was called Bash. It was your Game Jam game, which I know you submitted. I don't know if you got the results. I know there were so few people. Or a smaller amount of people. I won't say so few. A smaller amount of people that signed up. So, when I'm not sure if you heard back or ever about that. That's just about. Oh my god, Pokemon Pixels. That's awesome. Alright, this is me geeking out. This has nothing to do with anything. I just love this. This is my whole childhood here, man. Like, they looked exactly like this. Exactly. And it was just a 2-bit animation, and then a little bit of sprite shake up and down, or, you know, a little shader applied to them. That's it. All you had. I doubt it was even a shader. Oh, man. I hate this. Alright. Find joy in it. What's good about it? Making a game for my. You guys are here. That's good. Hate to do this. Not the overall development process. I can see myself doing parts of it alone, but like to do this. Oh, cool Fallout. See, now it's purposely distracting me. That's so cool. God, that's so. All right. I could never get into Pokemon, and that's completely fair. That's completely fair. Pokemon was just in my, you know, childhood game. That was the game I played on the Game Boy Color, back before you were born. I say that. Let me make sure that's true. Pretty sure that's true. Game Boy Color. I remember when they gave color to those fucking things. 1998. Yeah, it's true. Although yeah. Because I started with the Game Boy, which again just black and white, and then there was a Game Boy Color that came out. And I was, you know, fortunate enough to get a purple one. $100 is crazy, just because it's so old. But I totally get it. I personally would love to own one if I didn't have a hassle for it. But then again, there's great emulators nowadays. Anyway. 1998. So yeah, before you were born. But yeah, so that was my childhood game growing up. So, but yeah, I totally get it. There's been so many people that I tried to get into turn-based games. I was just like, or they just didn't like the turn-based game with the Pokemon world, given lack of grid or whatever. As for Game Jam, I haven't gone looking. I assume I didn't win. Imagine you did though. I loved the soundtrack that you chose for it, and I did think it was cool. Spin on the formula. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I know you didn't get as much time as you wanted with it, but I liked it a lot. As for Game Jam, I haven't. Yeah, looking. There was at least one game I consider to be much better. Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. And I mean, you're gonna be your worst critic, but also you can recognize. I've been in plenty of game jams where it's like, yeah, most of these games are better than mine. Not to say that that's the case for you, but like to say, as a developer, I can measure. Like, no, I think this game. Only if they didn't cost so much, I would get one. Totally fair. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm just surprised they cost. Oh my god, what is this hellish nightmare of faces? Dude, I'm taking this for Project Kill Toy. Look how fucking creepy that is. What is this face? This is almost kind of reminds me of Undertale in its weird jankiness. Playing on Thursday, by the way. But yeah. This is so weird and janky and almost creepy. Especially this bee. Look at that. That is nightmare. So let me just put this, sorry, in the other project real quick. Probably because I'm really excited about this project. I mean, I love making a game for my kid, don't get me wrong, but it's not as fun as this. Project Kill Toy, where I put the idea somewhere. Oh, there it is. Audio and then font / folder. Oh, right, we were looking for a font. Pleasant Nightmare. I love a weird, creepy thing. I love what are they called? Lovecraftian horror. Favorite. Bloodborne. Oh. The Victorian setting. Maybe make a sequel. Only didn't cost so much. I'd say just emulate it. Yeah, exactly. Or I'd get a analog pocket. Haven't heard of it. Looking it up. And Nola's running my wallets. All these things. Is this fucking running my wallet? Okay, yeah, so it's like a mass emulator with a bunch of games. Yeah, cool. How much though? You don't have to sell me on all this bullshit. How much is it? How much is it? You? Woof! Woof! Nah. Looks cool though. Also, don't like the colors it comes in. Like if there was a classic see-through purple. It isn't cheap. I'll give you that. I want one, but it's costly. I was looking at the new ones, not an emulator. Whoops, my bad. I was just skimming through it blindlessly. My bad. Fuck me. Uses FPGA chip, not emulator. Don't understand the difference, but I will learn, I guess, here. Portable person with a out of the box pocket, blah, blah, blah. With Okay, so not, yeah, not, I guess, yeah. Sorry, I was saying emulator, but this is what I meant in the way of like a bunch of different games on it digitally. I'm I'm an engineer. Like, trust me, I'm shitty with words, but I am. Field programmable gate array. Hard to explain. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it is hard to explain, but how I understand it is this exact tagline of a bunch of games from these genres on there. Looks cool. It looks cool. Yeah. And now that I, am inspired with the watch here. Oh, embarrassing me. I connected the power, right? Okay. I want to. I think it's the beauty of it not being a black box system. To have the hardware exposed kind of makes you think, like, what else you can do with it. At least for me. It just to look at it, it's like, oh, these are just parts. These parts aren't really hard to understand. Bluetooth antenna, power source, buzzer chip. What was it called? Well, interactive device UI or interface for input. Like these really basic systems that you take for granted, but like when you're able to see it exposed, I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes me want to fuck around with it. You load a programmed core, it reconfigures the FPGA to match and accept instructions in the exact same way as the original hardware for that system. I'm not understanding the full difference here. What I'm hearing is that it like not exactly saying emulate, but like it emulates the original hardware. But I don't know what else is the different. Like, wouldn't the input, like the buttons, work as that? I don't know. I'm out of my depth here. I'm out of my depth, as you can. And Noel, you're the I make stuff that test stuff. Like that's what I do, and I sound like an idiot with that explanation, but that's what I do. And Noel's a fucking real engineer. Let me get. Oh my god. Where's the font? Oh, I think it's on this. Oh, it's not. Oh yes. God, my least favorite. Okay, this is much more readable. I think we're getting somewhere. It's awesome. Pretty good. Still feels a little. Again, I gotta think for a kid. If it's like any bit of like squint for me as far as reading, I think again for a child the cognitive load of that might be too much. Again, the shader was too much visual noise for my kid when the game was playing. Do I still have the shader to show you guys? Or did I just like, oh, well, I mean, this is the best example. Yeah, this level of this shader, which I thought was cool, and I was gonna have it zoomed out to like be showing on an old school CCTV, but it that's more me being aesthetic or like my artistic want on it. But like as a kid is playing it, like particularly a kid a kid that is close to my kid's age, it's just not. It's too much. Visually, like on top of them having to focus on here's the keyboard and here's the button I have to press, and then it's just too much for them. So I'm just trying to think about that when I'm thinking about the font as well. It just needs to be clear cut, beautifully, like just perfectly easy to read, so I can focus on the game itself and not the button so much. ARM is another CPU, so I guess this ARM is another CPU with a different instruction set. Oh, I think I missed I missed the line. Give me a second. No, I gotta get an arm, but until then, I'll use this arm. Dick joke. Like a normal CPU or GPU has fixed set of instruction code that programs use. Like a normal CPU accepts 86 or 64 instruction code. It's what a compiler converts. It's what a compiler converts your code into. Okay, the machine, yeah. Okay. I'm starting to understand now. ARM is another CPU with a different set of instructions. A FPGA chip can be programmable to change the instructions it can handle. This style of chip isn't easy to program, for it uses is super complex. In years past, it is most commonly used for programming new CPUs. Okay. But now some lower powered ones are cheap enough to be consumer electronics. Okay, so what I took from that is in the way that I'm trying to put this simply because if I can't put it simply, that means I don't understand. So I'm trying to compute everything you said and then put it into a simple. Yeah, it's for sure an odd concept. Something I want to get my head around, but like I think on stream I'm just not, like, the quote unquote pressure of it. I'm just not gonna fully ingest it. But I you know what, I could, I'll do that later. But I was like, what I could do and what I do often is I'll go to insert AI here. That has a chat function. I'll be like, hey, can you explain this to me simply as if I'm a child? And then they explain it, and I'm like, okay, cool. So it's basically this, and they'll be like, close or exactly right, but also consider this, But yeah, while you are a dictionary, you are not AI that can compute all that. So I forgive you. But you fully explained it. I just not getting my head around it. How's this different than a CPU? Or is this the bit that it converts it to is different? Okay, alright. I can't get into this right now. I can't get into this right now. It's a heavy read. Yeah, exactly. May want to do it later. Yeah. I guess got lost because I was like, I need to, I think you get that as a nerd programmer or whatever. Now I just want to learn all about this and understand this and just be able to, because it like colors your world. It colors the way you see the world. I remember learning about particle effect, learning and then seeing that out in the world of like a bunch of, like when it's a hot day and it's near like a lake of water and there's a bunch of different gnats all around, and oh yeah, that could be particle. Like, I don't know, like 0.5 noise, and I was like, oh, that's a cool way to look at it. To kind of like gamify the world. So yeah, just it colors your world. A normal CPU can't be reprogrammed to accept different instructions. Oh, okay. This one can. Okay. Again, I want to get into it later, but thank you for introducing me to the concept. Let me just make sure I also have that. Because now I have the wonderful sports I've heard about. I've heard about them, the soldering iron, and now Had it. I'll put this off to. I'm not gonna buy it, especially with Dragon Con coming up. I'm not gonna buy it. I say coming up, it's in a couple months. A couple months is gonna go by. Especially with like how hard life and work has been. It's like, I know it's gonna go by in a flash. What would Oregon Trail look like as a 3D FPS game? I don't think. I mean, that sounds cool in theory, but I think a big part of Oregon Trail, to my memory of when I played Oregon Trail, wasn't necessarily like it was just a strict survival element of it, of like decisions. But I can see like the taking the same concept of like taking a caravan or a group of people from point A to point B, seeing the aspects of that unfold. I can see that being interesting. What I'm saying is the concept is interesting, but I think a lot with Oregon Trail, in my memory of it, what I really liked is that you were given scenarios and you had to make tough decisions given scenarios with a little bit of information. That made it like cool, like pressure game. But it could be an interesting like. It would definitely be it would definitely be under the survival, exactly, the survival category for sure. I don't know how you do things like sepsis and disease and like things like that. But maybe a roguelike? I don't know. It's interesting. I think all really great games are essentially just a mix mash of two great things. I think that's like a lot of things. Valhalla, but oh, sorry, I said Valhalla, Valhelm, but you are constant on the move. Yeah, I could see that. I could also see it as a horror game or rough like. Yeah. Again, like, and that's the cool thing about game development is like we have these ideas and we can execute on them. It just takes, again, unfortunately. Well, I won't say unfortunately, because it just takes time, and you're young to put in the time, so that's great. I'm still relatively young, so I see. Actually, I don't even know. I think that's the CRT TV. All one. Anyway, we're not doing that. Font needs to change, and have a font I think picked. A couple of them that were good. But yeah, I'm likely to spend half a year working on the base tech for my next game. Oh, that's exciting. That's really exciting. What's your next game? Fresh off the game jam, I already have the next game planned out, which makes sense as a game developer. But it's exciting that you're like, the base of this is gonna take some time. Like I love to hear that. Like what you got? I know a username's gonna finish. Well, I believe up to you, username. You're gonna finish off the Doomer shooter. But yeah, you have really good ideas for games. So then, just to get the gameplay loop, again, you're young, so you have the time to like figure that out. Pretty readable. Here's my thing. Why the fuck is this lowercase and this is uppercase? Why? And I hate when they just do an I as a little line. What the fuck is that? No bueno. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to hear about it. Can I do Super Mario? Will that font work? I think it will. Pretty readable. Not selling the game. Hate the U though. Mickey Mouse? Oh! These letters look good, I think. Yeah, work with kids. My kid likes Mickey Mouse. Space Sim / RTS. Ooh, we'll have lots of units on screen at once, likely thousands in late game to handle. I'll have to do some tricks. Well, that's great. I mean, because you love the engineering side of it a lot. So that's really exciting that you also be able to work like the biggest thing that will make this like a really cool thing with like having so many different I guess battleships or whatever on the screen at the same time. You get to work on that exciting part first, and then you already have all these ideas churning, I'm sure. Really exciting. And I love that we'll all be working on something exciting that we're like really passionate about. Well, it sounds like you're passionate about it. I'd love to hear how the idea came about as well. You're watching a Star Trek episode or something. I don't know if you're a Star Trek person. I think you are from previous conversations. Can't remember. What art style? Yeah, I mean, art style is also hard to determine so early. But if you have one in mind, I say that, but it's maybe just not how my brain is wired. I don't think of a style I mean. Even for Project Kill Toy. I was thinking like a Toy Story-esque type of style, but I don't know what that would be like. There's still so much work. Low fields to handle paving, so many units at once. Likely have to use a few methods to pull the drawing calls to the CPU or GPU. We'll need to keep objects pulling in mind to cut down on instancing constantly. Yeah. Well, it sounds like a cool problem for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that we're all working on something. Like we're excited for our next project. And I can't wait to get my kiddos game done. But then ultimately, I think Mondays are just going to be slotted for me making games for my kid. And I said it before. I just need to set aside time personally to work on it as well. Just because I don't get enough time with it, and I just need to make more progress with it. Process oh, that I mind talking to you. That's it. Much more readable. I think it doesn't need a box or something. Much more readable. Maybe with the shader we have to consider that, but let me go with the Z. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's a stupid Z, but like it fits, and my kid loves Mickey Mouse, so maybe the neural pathways of recognition will like fire. I mean, obviously she knows letters, but just to be able to, I don't know, ride on that dopamine drip, if you will. Oops, I missed a lot in chat. Will likely be 2D if it comes out to the project can actually that actually sells. Hey, I say go for it, man. Again, I plan to sell Project Kill Toy, and I'm excited about it. Even if it doesn't do well, which obviously I hope it does, but even if it doesn't do well, I think it's worth a shot. You know, just fuck it. It's worth an experiment. Bet on yourself once. Try it. If anything, it's just like a expensive, like quote unquote expensive experiment. You're like, what is this process like to go to stream? I'm just trying to convert you. Oh. I can tell in the future 3D version, but the project is going to be a large enough with just me. Not sure if I want to target 3D from the start, which makes sense. Inherent, 2D is just easier, really. As for art style, why did my thing do that and I can't read it? Oh, it will be figured as the story is near. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right. As you tell the story, you'll be able to be like, oh, I see this type of style. That makes sense. I'm not an artist to really work on the true style of it, right? We'll have to get some. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same boat. I'm not, and I read that. I have no clue on what my next project is going to be. Just a bunch of ideas flying around in my popcorn maker of a brain. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure one of those ideas that pop are gonna be like, okay, like I really like that. Like, again, that's how Project Kill Toy was for me. That was a game jam that we were doing on stream that then weren't able to finish it, and I was like, you know what? What if Toy Story was dark? Like, this was. Okay, cool. So I think I like the label. I think this is good, or not the label, the font. So now we just have to mass convert. Oh wait, we can make that the theme, and then carry that theme over to all of them. So let's do that. Y. Here we'll start. This is the general theme. This is not the theme override. Good. And then resource. And I'm just gonna quickly look up how to do this. Trying to figure it out on the fly. No idea. There's no reason for that. How to make theme for font of game though or boom. So file system font dynamic resource. Yeah, kind of wanted to just show you how to make themes. Oh, my bad. ChatGPT will let you walk through how to do it in code. That isn't bad. Yeah, which is awesome. Oh, of course it goes into a little bit of a code example, but yeah, hopefully this will be good. So right click, new resource, new resource. Find the right thing? File system panel. Oh. Oop. Create new resource. Okay. Resource. Font theme. Oops. Not spell that right. So it disappeared. Oh, there it is. No, I don't even know what this is. Team. Is there a period in there? Oh, you skipped. Did I? In the file panel, right click, choose new resource. Resource? Font? Oh, was there another thing before that? Create new resource. Type in font. Oh, okay, yep. Font and then dynamic. Search for themes. Damn it. Resource. Oh, it has creating a dynamic font. Different thing. Oh, okay, gotcha. Now I'm curious of what the difference is. Dynamic font and font. Just plain. Whatever, I'll just follow these steps. Oh, weird. It has you creating a theme resource lower. But I believe, you know, AI to have some hiccups in their approach. It was so funny. I forgot I was having this conversation with. It's essentially like a principle where you're like, you pick up a newspaper and because you know about X subject, you're like, oh, this is a bunch of bullshit, and then you know flip to the other page of the newspaper and you're like, oh, this is good information. To say like you don't see if you're not really knowledgeable in something, you're not gonna see the gaps in it. Okay, I'm not sure what it's having you do. It looks like it's having you make at least 2 files. Let me see. Here is a font resource and here is a theme resource. 2 different resources. Align the font's UI element. Why? What's the point of that? Why wouldn't it just be a theme or a font? What's the point of the theme in this? What's the point of this theme? I keep reading. If the open add so why do I need the theme for oh I guess because it's nestled in, like the parent is the theme, and inside that theme you just drag it over and applies for all. Okay, I think I understand it now. You can I think it's having you add the font to the theme. Yeah, as like the parent is how I'm interpreting it. So, like, here's a theme, general name, and here's the font, and then you could just click and drag it all over, rather than I just don't understand why. Well, I guess it wouldn't work for the font, right? Yeah, because it's working in tandem. It's like, how do you want to use this font? Utilizing these parameters that the theme gives you. Which why is it having you create a font? Yeah, I don't know why you need a font per se. Well, it just seems like something you would plug in, and then the theme would if the theme is apparent and it sets the rule for the fonts, I don't know why the fonts are neat. But then by principle, whatever you define in the theme will apply to the font. So I don't fully get that part. I always just select my font in the theme. Yeah, I don't know. The UI and like in all of my games is like my most dreaded thing. The thing I hate the most is UI, honestly. Thing I want to do the least, thing I just have no interest in whatsoever. Oh. Oh, so only feet content? There's a joke in there. So if here's this theme. If I just create a unique theme as a resource, which I think this is, if you have 15 minutes after walk you through. Yeah, let me see if I can. Oh wow, it's 11 o'clock. Holy shit. Damn, dude. 11 o'clock already is crazy. That's so crazy. Again, I do not get to stream enough, man. 11 o'clock is crazy. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Fuck. Like, that was such a bummer. I realized we finally got the font, and now I can finally actually work on it. And now, damn it, dude, that sucks. That sucks. The reason it sucks is just because like we finally got the momentum going, with talking and working, and then boom. Annoying cliffhanger is exactly right. It's like, oh, find out next time on, and then tomorrow we're working on Project Kill Toy, which again I am really excited to work on, especially just this first demo level. Like, dude, I think about this game all the time, and I haven't done shit in it, but I keep thinking about it. So I'm really excited to work on it. It just sucks that we just got momentum, and then it's like, okay, well, find out next time on Dragon Ball J. A username. Are you an anime nerd? I don't know if you are. I know Ennol is to an extent, but I remember talking to Ennol about anime a lot, but I don't remember talking about you about anime. That may not be a fandom we share. Yeah. May not be. Damn, dude. 11 o'clock is crazy. Just because. And we just got started, man. Gonna start. I don't think. Not really. I've watched a couple episodes of One Piece out of order. About it. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Again, I didn't think you were. I thought we had talked about it before, but yeah. I totally am. I'm like, I'm likely going to MomoCon later this month. Heard of MomoCon through the grapevine, but I don't know what that is. I won't hop on a call after this and no, while I very much appreciate the offer, the reason I have a cutoff of 11 o'clock is so I can rest, sleep. Like I'm not like ancient, but I'm not. Oh right, we were talking about this in Atlanta, Georgia. I think we were talking about this. Or maybe I was talking about it with a friend. Either way, really cool. God, I'd love to go. But I'm going to Dragon Con, and then I'll do the anime stuff there and comic books, and hacking with that community that Noel talked about. But yeah, that's okay. I mean, everybody has their thing. I think anime just got Noel and I think maybe at a good age, and then we were just like, you know, it's such a wide, vast, you know, spectrum. Like there's so many different types of anime, so if it gets its hooking you a little bit, it like gets you forever. I feel the same way about like role-playing games, D&D, and the like. Yeah, I never stopped. No, stop watching anime. Yeah, again, same. Me too. Wholehearted. I got a flavor of possible autism where I'm into military vehicles a little bit too much. Gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, and that's awesome. Never grow up. Yeah, never grow up. Absolutely. And yeah, and you know, whatever your special interest is, you know, with that dash of autism, whatever your special interest is, go all in on it, you know? Like, we live in such a cool age that people can be like this type of geek and for a living, right? You can be a cosplayer for a living. You can play video games for a living. You can make video games for a living. Like, we live in such a incredible time. I mean, there's always a bunch of political bullshit happening, but more than anything, I'm constantly inspired by how much cool shit we can do. There's a whole war collage art or collage? I read that right? Or collage part of Dragon Con. So I'm really excited to go. Again, I have my tickets. I have the tickets. I have the Airbnb I'm staying in. You know, I'm set. Like the whole thing is set. It's just a matter of me me going, I guess, to Dragon Cons, meeting you, meeting your lovely wife. Excited to go about that. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, unfortunately, it is 11, so I'm gonna have to end it soon. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna work on Project Kill Toy, which I'm really excited about, and I really hope that we're able to implement the ragdoll. But I'm gonna get some sleep. See you guys. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. Thank you guys very much. Have a great night.